Okay, welcome back. Just continuing on what we were working on in Mistwood on our new city. I was just kind of taking a look at everything around, all the places that I've been, where I've worked, and how the rest of this just needs a bunch of detail. Don't know that I'll ever get that, but man, what a journey. What an absolute journey this has been. As I'm sure if you've played City Skylines for any period of time, you can look at any one of your builds and go, wow. So yeah, this is it's been fun. I look forward to seeing what City Skylines 2 can offer us. The mechanics. I'm noticing a couple of things. I've been going back through the trailers and I've edited it down to just gameplay, and I'll put that on the screen right here, and I'll just kind of talk about a couple of things that I have found. I've slowed down parts. I just kind of let the mind wrap around what some of these things are. So yeah, I'll talk about it, but I also want to play Mistwood. I have a couple things. I want to take this mountain and schluff it back, and I think I want to put like a small neighborhood right here, and that will be the outskirts of this. It'll give people also a reason to come in here. I'm also going to change this into a raised road, because I'm going to cut into the mountain, but I want to keep half of that platform so the road kind of comes in. I still want that to happen, but raised. So yeah, I've got that to deal with today. I am going to keep this middle rail. I'm just going to have an inner loop. I rather like this rail and how it ended up turning up. This ended up, I have no idea how that ended up happening, but it worked. So I'm happy about that. That's pretty freaking cool. So yeah, everything turned out really good. I'm glad this track goes the way it does, how it links in, where it links in. It's all good. Like, that worked out well. I thought that was pretty cool. Yes, the amusement park goes down here. I might have to carve a little bit more if I want to try to get like a cinema or something like that in here. So I've got work to do, man. I've got work to do. There's always work to be done. I still have to detail this place with trees and whatnot like that. Just again, hey, getting all this done. So instead of, and I gotta take care of the metro. Got a university to do. I got so much that I have to do. I have to take care of this little business section that I put down here on the river, because I don't like how they're all the same. Not so much the waterfront. Waterfront's okay, that's cool, but like that doesn't belong there. And the fact that there's 3 car washes, or what, banks? I don't know if those are banks or what are they. But I do hope we get more variety in City Skylines too. I'm seeing a lot of the samey kind of stuff. You'll see here, this right here, this. Okay, number one about that scene is the houses are looking a lot of the same. Variety is on the low, and I was so hoping for construction. I was hoping for some kind of real-time construction, and maybe not even real time. Let's just say it's double time. But that would take a long time. That would take days to build a building, if not months to build a building. And houses should be done within, I don't know, a month, let's just say. Maybe it's 2 weeks. But there has to be, I think the houses and the people who live in them would become that much more invested. You would be invested in the houses that you build, and the people that live there, and especially if they're going to incorporate, this whole simulation thing. Yeah. I don't know. I that's just me. Anyway, speaking of parking lots, let's go back over here because I did see our parking lot here, which still looks really funny. That's just odd. But parking lots are cool. I just see a lot of the same vehicles. And yes, this motorcycle doesn't have anybody on him. The motorcycles are just driving themselves around. But that's cool. This looks beautiful. Like, top down, great. But the buildings light up. That looks kind of like a picture on the... It's like a stock picture on the side of the... I hope each individual light turns on and off, which I think we did see in the trailer, I believe. You can't build buildings around roundabouts anymore, which I'm noticing as well. Like, as soon as you place a roundabout down, you can't build on them anymore. So that's interesting. But, yeah, I'll come back to this. I had a 3-2-1 moment where I was like, I left something. It was over here. It's up here. There's where it is. It's in here somewhere. Wasn't it? Here somewhere? It's here. There it is. Goodbye. Yes. I have almost eradicated every single one. I don't know that there's any more. If there are, it's hiding like that one was. But I think I've gotten every single one. If I haven't gotten one, it's really lucky, because I'm pretty sure I've gotten every single downed tree. I have scoured these lands for these downed trees because I think they look terrible. Again, the ground to me, like this, just does not look realistic in any way whatsoever. Like, this is the most fakest. There are so many fake things in this game, like, you know, the reflections not actually being reflections, and pictures being like, it's a static picture on a storefront. The reflections are bad, but there's nothing to it. Like, it just So starting from the beginning again, okay, we get these roads, great, excellent. And then this looks good again, but the ground is, I would like more variation. It looks like there's some texture to the ground. I would like a lot more texture. I would like overgrown fields where you could have overgrown field looks, not just manicured lawns everywhere. Diagonals are good. That's nice. Dragging in roundabouts, this grid thing, which is great, but at the same time, this is funny. Look at the top of the screen. The hearse is backing out and then pulls into this guy. Yeah, whatever. But then look at this. This white truck backs up. That white truck just backed up. So that's interesting. Yeah. Parallel roads, which we already know about, where they really go on about their grids and their parallel roads. I mean, I guess because it's the first module, which is all about road tools. So yeah, that would make sense. But this is their big thing, apparently. I mean, it's number one. It's number one, road tools. You can now do parallel roads and grids. And go diagonal. This is a cool scene. This is awesome. I like all the people. Again, it's a little too clean, but it's all good. I don't know if this is like the cinematic camera that we get. Possibly. Maybe. Yes, this is nice to be able to change lanes. I like how we took 2 lanes, changes it to 3 lanes and 2 off on the left. And bridges, which is cool. Here's our bridge tool. And you can go like that. I would like to know how to do a curve. I don't necessarily like how they're making all these sharp turns. I don't know of any roads that do that. That's nice that the terrain stays there, and then this is a flattened terrain, so they may have a flattening tool, maybe, possibly. This is what I was talking about. It just automatically appears. I don't like that. Like, there's nothing invested in that neighborhood. Gather the materials to build those houses, then build the houses over time, and then then you start giving personalities to the houses. This is not the update tool or whatever it is, the replace tool. And anything else? Oh yeah, I know there's one more. There's one more thing. That's right. This is cool. We got a nice pedestrian walkway. That's cool. I like the idea behind that. Again, the grass is terrible. Parking lots. Yay, we have our classic intersections. We have new intersections, which is cool. 4, 5, 6 new intersections. Nice. 8, 7, 8, something like that. I don't understand shots like this. I don't understand this. It's a bridge. Parking lots. First parking lot, which is tiny, a little bit bigger, where you can go in and out, and then you have something in the middle, look like handicapped or electric. Then you have your third biggest. Here you have 2 parking lots next to each other. A lot of the same. Oh yeah, you have some kind of station electric in the center. But yeah, looking a lot of the same models. Kind of cartoony, kind of. And that's it. The lights, we'll see what happens with those. We have, see how things bobble when you drag them in? They like bobble back and forth, which is interesting. Here's more on roundabouts. Overhead roundabouts. Trees look okay. I thought they would look better. The dead trees especially, they just... This is... Okay, we're talking about... Oh, yeah, check out the end of the screen. Top left. It's a cemetery. There's a cemetery. An actual cemetery. Top left. Right there. Which I thought was kind of interesting. Also on the bottom right of that same scene, there was some kind of thing in the yard. I don't know what it was. I have no idea what it was. The amount of people right here is crazy. And we had sound barriers in the last game, and these are upgraded, which is nice. This right here, look off to the left, or right, off to the right hand side. There's a snowman in the there's a snowman in the yard. Hi, little snowman. Yeah, which I think is interesting. Other than that, here's again the car models, which great. A little cartoony. It works though. Yeah, you see some lights coming on, which is nice. The transition from day into dusk, which is good. But if they're gonna, like I said, if they're gonna go that far, fix the grass, fix the fields, fix meadows, give us textures for all kinds. Even if it's in square form, I don't care. Like 6x6 square form. And you could turn it like you did the other one. Just give us a way to give texture to the ground. Yeah, and this all looks good. Like, again, the mechanics of it and the way that it works and how it's been streamlined, beautiful. Love it. I'm just looking for the detail. That's all I really want. The cherry on top. Give me the ability to really deck out a city so it looks lived in and worn and loved. Yeah, like these streets are way too clean. Like way too clean. The first trailer, there was like potholes and garbage cans on the side of streets and cars parked up on sidewalks, and you could see the water glistening off the road. Like, I get it, not actual in-game play, but why did you give us that as a first trailer then? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't represent your game in any way whatsoever. Anyway, so that's it's kind of like what I was breaking down. As I look at these trailers over the next couple of months, I will be watching for little tiny details, because to me that's where the game really lives, is in the tiny details. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Okay, back to Mistwood for a little while. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to just come over here and maybe start working on this. So Okay. Looks like I've made some progress. This is good. We cut into the mountain, built a bridge, and made a place for people to live. I think that connected everything there. I think that what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start in this back corner to pull electricity from here and bleed it into the city. I may rearrange the city. Those are just, the way they are now. I may knock them down and build them and save them as historical. We'll see what happens. So, here we go. Well, I'm not sure why all these people are dying, but it's all right. These are strange houses. I don't really understand. Oh, those are. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I might pack these in here a little bit more. That looks a little strange. The houses look fine, but spaced out like that, that's okay. That's huge. I don't know if I like that or not. But I'm not worried about it right now. I will figure out all this stuff later. Right now, I'm just kind of focusing on getting this to be working. I don't know if there's anything else that I wanted to do today for today's episode or not. I think that's where I'm gonna end it for today. Well, thank you. I do appreciate you joining me for this tiny build. Yeah, we'll see what we get into next. And I do appreciate you joining me. Hey, if you're subscribed, sweet. I have 48 subscribers. Let's make it to 100. If you're watching, thanks for coming along. I do appreciate it. Again, I know you could be doing anything else, but you're enjoying my build of Mistwood and what it has become. And City Skylines 2 is on its way. It really is. It's going to be sad to say goodbye to all this, but it's time to make some new stuff with 441 tiles. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.